Hi guys, so today we're exploring Rendlesham Forest.
Yeah, so today we are visiting Rendlesham Forest and we're going to be doing the UFO walk. We're going to follow the track from the main car park down to where the alleged UFO was spotted. So yeah, hope you enjoy. It's really peaceful here as well. It's quite a few people about, but you can hardly hear anybody. So the weather's changed as well. It was quite rainy earlier, but it's turned out really nice now. So let's just hope we can find some aliens. Okay, so just to give you guys a bit of background on this, around December 1980, several UFO sightings have been reported around Rendlesham Forest. This is probably one of the most significant UFO incidents that's actually occurred in the UK so far to date. Now, during the evening of the 26th of December, a Sudbourne resident reported a mysterious shape above his garden. Later that night, two United States Air Force patrolmen at the RAF Woodbridge Eastgate spotted unusual lights in the forest. So they reported this and they got the okay to go and check it out, so they headed off straight from Eastgate, straight across to where these lights were coming from. So this was during the time of the Cold War, so obviously the first thing that they thought was probably something to do with the Russians, so they shot straight down there to go and find out where these lights were coming from. So obviously when they reached where the lights were coming from, this is where they allegedly found a UFO. So obviously there's this trail now at Rendlesham Forest that you can take, where they actually map out the route they took, and once you get to the end of it you actually come across a replica of apparently what they saw. So obviously the forests are very different now. I think back in 1987 there was a massive storm as well. That obviously destroyed a lot of the forest area, so there has been a lot of regrowth, so it has changed a little bit. But you know, it's a great place to visit, it's a great walk, and you know, if you're interested in aliens, UFOs, it's definitely somewhere I'd recommend to visit. Now, we're actually camping here as well tonight, since it was a bit of a drive from us where we are, and we are staying just about 15 minutes away at a place called Hollistic Woods. So a bit later on in the video I'm going to do a little bit of a review about that place like I normally do, and just show you around a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Okay, so we didn't film the setting up today, just because it was actually raining when we got here, so I just kind of wanted to get those up. But we're back using the Gonex tent, and because we've got some extra people with us, we're actually using the tent from my video where I'm camping near the South Downs. But it's quite a good location. Okay, so it's about 20 to 11 now. As you see, we can't really see much. It's still, well, let me just use the head torch. It's still a little bit light up above, but not majorly. Yeah, so far, I mean, the campsite here is pretty basic, but you know, we're right in the middle of the forest. I can't really see anything that's going on, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of trying to explore a little bit, but I don't think you can really see too much until we get too close. I mean, we are literally right on the edge. There's a lot of open space around here, so we're hoping we can see some stuff tonight. But yeah, it's pretty dark. Can't really see what much is around. So what I'll do is I'll check back in the morning and let you guys know how we got on. Morning guys, bit of a wet one last night. We had rain from about 3 in the morning, but it's now about 9:30. Managed to sleep relatively well after the full night of what sounded like stags crashing into each other and deer screaming and stuff like that. So it was a little bit noisy, a little bit unsettling, but I think about 4 o'clock it sort of died down a bit when the rain started, so not been too bad. But we're just getting up now, just making some coffees, and I think we've got some bacon, so we're going to stick that on, have that, clear up, make sure the site's left nice and tidy, and we'll be out of here. So as I was saying, there's a couple of sort of caravans scattered around the site. They look a little bit scary, but I don't know if anyone's actually in them or not. But I haven't seen anybody so far, so I think we're good. Where we put the tent last night, we sort of went right back into the forest, sort of far away from the entrance as possible, just to make it more fun, a little bit more privacy. The only problem with doing that is the toilets. Well, the portaloos are right by the front of the site, so if you do need to answer the call of nature in the middle of the night, it's a bit of a trek back. But there are other sites, areas where you can put your tent a bit closer to these. But I'll show you the facilities. Not really much to show. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the portaloo before. And these are the other caravans, just as you come in. I mean, yeah. Wow. There's a Christmas tree in there, awesome. So these are the 2 burnt out caravans, just as you come into the site. After you get past this bit, the bit where you can camp in is a little bit nicer because you're just in the forest, so you can't really go too wrong with that. But let's have a look what's inside these. Hopefully there's no one lagging in there. Wow, yeah, I don't really fancy getting tetanus, so I'm not going to get in there. But Christmas tree, some underwear, some old bags. And that one, get burnt out. Old TV, bike helmet. Very strange, but for 40 quid and getting to camp in the forest, I don't think that's a bad deal. Maybe. The main bit where you can't come into the site, obviously we turned off down this road here, but across somebody parked there last night, and they just had a little pitch, just laid up there. Apart from that, I don't think there's anybody else here. I think maybe over the back there's one of the high top like van sleepers, or it looks like it might, well, I think there was a tent box over the back there last night. But yeah, I mean, they've got recycling bins and that on site for an overnight. If you want to go into the forest, Hollistic Woods near Rendlesham Forest, yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 on this one for me. That is just mainly because of it was a little bit difficult getting out onto the site using car, and you don't really want to be parking up sort of over here and then walking all your gear. I mean, there was 4 of us last night. You know, we don't want to be walking all that gear sort of right over the back. It's going to take about 4 or 5 trips. So yeah, to actually get into the area where you want to camp, you've got to have a reasonably high up car. So no sports cars allowed, unfortunately, guys. Just have a quick look in at the water toilets. So again, they're nice and clean. You know, for what you're going to be doing in there, it will suffice, I suppose, for one night. But again, a lot of places wouldn't provide this sort of facility, so another good bonus for this place. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're enjoying this kind of thing. And until next time, remember, if you're not outside, get outside.